Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for Northern Ag TV. Today we're at the 2025 Soil Health Symposium in Billings, and we just heard from Chelsea and Bryan Phipps, who are transitioning to more regenerative agriculture. You originally started off kind of with burnout in 2016, and it's been a long time coming. You've had great success, so maybe talk about the challenges that you've ran into and overcame.
All right, well, one of the first challenges we had with combining herds and doing the grazing we wanted was water. Definitely didn't have the water infrastructure, so that's something we had to work on right away. And another one was fence. We didn't have the fence infrastructure. We fixed all that now. And then another one was just challenges. We started in with cover crops, and we hit a lot of drought and hoppers, and we had a lot of those fail. And so we just had to work through it and figure out the right tools to make it work. And last year we ended up spraying for the hoppers and actually getting a cover crop, first one in 4 years.
Bale grazing is one of the big successes that you guys have had, and today there was a lot of questions surrounding that. So maybe talk about the improvements that you've seen on your land throughout bale grazing so far.
So that was one of the first things we did, was the bale grazing. And we found with that, one, you're only starting a tractor once or twice a week. You can put the hay out for the cattle. And the other one, we built those biological hot spots where that biology could start and work out. And even the original ones in 2016, we can still see that. It's darker green, better grass, better forage quality.
And Chelsea, talk about your carbon credits. You just started with carbon credits. So how has your experience been with that so far?
Well, the carbon credits are really just kind of a bonus for what we're already doing with the regenerative practices. It's been a learning curve because it's kind of an abstract topic, and thankfully we've had a very supportive group with Native to help us along the way, and it's just supported us truly within our regenerative practices, and hopefully the carbon market is going to explode so people can understand the benefits of what we're doing and how important it is to build carbon on your land.
For producers who are just getting started with the transition to regenerative style or thinking about starting with the regenerative style, what is your advice to them?
My advice would be it's a whole paradigm shift to switch to regenerative compared to traditional, conventional agriculture. So really surround yourself with like-minded people, and so you don't feel alone, and join groups like EMRA and join groups, come to these kind of conferences that are going to have people that are in your corner and have lots of experiences that you can bounce ideas off of, and you can just feel like you have support.
Well, thank you guys for joining us today on Northern Ag TV and for sharing your story. We really appreciate it and look forward to hearing more from you guys.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the markets after this.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
Talking with someone that you know is stressed out, those are difficult things to approach, but if you're good friends with those people, reach out and say, I'm here to talk to you. We can find somewhere to get some assistance. It's hard to get involved, but at the same time, you want to just say, hey, there is help available.
For more tips in dealing with stress in agriculture or for free counseling for egg producers, visit beyondtheweather.com.
Welcome back to the markets. Well, early on Thursday, there were $4 to $5 losses across the board. After finding technical stability in the previous session, the cattle futures lost any that was remaining and closed significantly lower due to technical pressures. The few cash cattle that have traded sold $1 to $3 lower compared to last week's average, with dressed at $328 and live at $205. In Mandan, North Dakota this week, feeder cattle trade mixed with the 5 to 550 pounders with the biggest price increase. 5 to 550 pound steer calves sold for $392, $13 higher. Heavy 5s at $356 and heavy 600 pound steers sold for $322. One fancy load of 600 pound steers sold at $361. For heifers, heavy 400 pounders were at $376 and a few right at 500 pounds for $359. A more positive outlook for the grain complex on Thursday. This rise is due to a few things, including potential winter kill from a cold snap and an increasing Russian wheat prices. U.S. wheat exports continue to perform better than last year, and Russia's decision to limit second-half wheat exports could benefit U.S. hard winter wheat sales. That's it for today's Northern Ag TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Grace McDonald.